faster than JavaScript.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. JavaScript is like anything. Okay. Okay. So yeah, dictionaries is see basically dictionary is nothing but a typical key value pair. Okay. So what always dictionary will have is it will have two things. One is key and one is value.
Value.
So it always will have a key and it will have a value. So we need to actually store the key and value. So basically you can see that it is saving two things, key and value, and the value can be any data type. It can be number, it can be a string, it doesn't matter. You can put anything like this, then it will save. Okay. So you always have to use the key to retrieve the value. So here the name and age are key, and we can retrieve the value of Zara and 7 and class. So we can retrieve the values through using keys. Okay, so it is very simple. It is just like a typical dictionary where we got a word and the meaning, word meaning, and you can always create any number of values into that the complete thing. So you can actually save as much as values into a string, into a dictionary. Okay. So let us write something here. Okay. Are you using PyCharm, right?
Yeah, PyCharm.
Yeah. So let us create two dictionaries. For example, your dictionary name is your what called class students. Okay. Is one dictionary. Okay. Here what I will do, I'll just put name. Okay, so we always have to put a semicolon. Okay. And then it's just a name value. Okay, so age is equal to maybe 35. Now we put his location is equal to somewhere like London. Okay, and also we also can put data types like maybe male. Okay, so it will always be in like
Inverted comma.
Commas. Yeah. Then put male is equal to T. Here in Python, true and false should start with capital T.
Okay.
Okay, so we can put numbers, we can put strings, and we can put any booleans into that. Once it is done, so simply if you just put class student and you run it, and you will see the value is being printed. Just if you print the dictionary, automatically the values, all the values, name values will come here into the picture.
Okay. So class student, it's the name of a dictionary.
Class student, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or we can put student. Okay.
Yeah.
So the advantage is that if you're saving a lot of data with a kind of like this, like a database kind of a thing. Okay. So here example, I just don't want all the information. I want to put age. Okay, age. That's it. Go and print it. It will print that the age is 35. Okay, so it is like a database kind of a thing, because the tuples and list is like you create a list, but if you want to example, if the list is like all the postcodes in UK or all the cities in UK is like a list. But if you want to not like that, if you want to create a structured kind of a thing, like you want to get the database of all the shops around London.
London. Okay.
then it is database. See, database is like not only one thing. You are talking about lot of information keep in one place.
Okay.
Okay, so we create this dictionary, and these dictionaries can be accessed through the key. So here name is a key, Vaibhav is value, age is a key, 35 is a value. So it's a key value pace.
Okay.
So now if we want example here, if we had put a key in a example, there's no key like ages.
Can we put like a location?
Yeah, location, why not? Yeah.
Okay.
If you put small, then it won't work. Okay, so
Case sensitive.
case sensitive. And if something is not found, it says that key error. Okay, means like that particular key is not, it's not a value error, it's a key. So your key is not there.
And one more thing, like after that mail, it says true.
Yeah,
What's
that
the
also.
reason? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it will say true or false. Okay.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah. Yeah. So if you want to, if you want to put, the only thing is you can't put the duplicate keys.
Okay.
So name, you can't keep it again.
Again. Okay.
So it will see, basically it will take it, but it will only print the first name. Oh, sorry, it's taking the last name. Okay, that's something today. Yeah, so it is basically giving the
Last.
yeah. Okay, so it's not good to put duplicates. It won't stop, but it will kind of give the latest one, the final one.
Okay.
Okay, so coming to the, so if you want to delete anything, so example, you got student and you want to delete, so you say student, then you delete. So you want to delete, so you can put del, del.
Okay.
And the keyword, and you can actually delete a specific key. Okay, now you can see that the whole name is not present.
Okay.
Okay, so you can delete a specific key, key value page. So if you delete key, automatically the whole key value page will delete.
Delete student.
Hi, Asima. Hi, Asima.
Hello.
Hi. What happened?
I don't know why it kept telling me, sorry, we can't log you in the meeting, something like that.
Are you using Asima Mehta 09?
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. Anyway, you are here. So what we're discussing today is we're discussing about Python. So we're just discussing about a data type called dictionary.
Yeah.
Okay, so dictionary point of view, dictionary is like in a key value pairs. You can save like your key values. It's like a simple dictionary in your book. So we got a name value. can put any name and value pair combinations, and it will save it, and we can use it for any purpose. Okay, so here just we had given an example of the student, and this is like a parameters of name value. And finally, we're discussing about how we can delete a key. We want to delete a specific key because this is called key, this is value, this is key, this is value.
Yeah.
So that is the way it actually saves it in a like a typical dictionary. Yeah. So if you want to delete a specific key, so there's a keyword called del, and it can actually so you can actually delete a key, or if you want to delete a complete dictionary also you can do it. Okay, so you know what happened? What happened? So it just deleted the whole database. Okay, so we can either delete a specific key or we can delete a whole thing. Okay, so it is all here. Tutorial point, I'm just following this. Okay, so see, I think your point of view, there are some methods. Okay, also you can actually we have some functions and methods that we can actually use. Okay, so what is the difference between a function and a method? Any idea? The difference between a method and a function, any idea, guys?
Can't remember.
Okay, so function will not return a value. Okay, function will not return a value, but method will return. Okay, so it will return some value. So that is it's almost same, but one will method will not return a value. So function will not return a value, but method will return a value. Okay, so you got return value. So we got some functions and methods. So the way that that Python do is either we can do like this, or there's a method, okay, called student.del. Okay, you can see that there's a method here called clear, so not clear. See, that's it. We can still call a method and see what happened. The whole data is gone. So it haven't deleted the whole thing, but it cleared the dictionary. Okay, so there are some functions and methods that we can use to perform some kind of actions on this dictionary that we created. So we can directly just call that method after this, then it will work. Okay, see here items. If you want to print only items, then we can do that. Okay, just to see, I'm just see it means it actually displays all the existing elements. It's almost like direct printing. And if you want to do like something like this, keys, you want to print all the list of keys. Sorry. This is what we have to print. Sorry. See, it is printing the keys. Make sense, Vaibhav? Does it make sense, Vaibhav?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Yeah. Does it make sense? Hi, Vaibhav, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. So that way you can print the keys, or if you want to just print the items, just put it here. You can see that you can see the items. Okay, like key value pairs.
Items includes everything. Right?
Say that again.
Items includes everything.
Yeah, everything. Items is nothing but, yeah, it is like everything is item here, so it prints it like in item wise actually. Okay, so everything is item. List of dictionary key value tuple pairs. It actually displays in pairs.
Can we print integer items like if I want to just print number one item?
First item. Okay, very good. That can be through index. Mm, yeah, I think it can be a print by default. It can be an array by default, so we can put maybe, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so there should be something like student dot index or see we can see the we can see this. So we just type dot, then we'll get the values. Okay. Okay, let's see. No. No. Okay. I think there may be a way to do it. Maybe items. Then we put one. Maybe we'll put worst item. No. Items dot index. Get. Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay. Dictionaries are unordered in Python. If you do not care about order interest, want to access the values by index, you can use keys index and keys value or direct items. Note that this method creates a list of. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, we are almost there. Okay, out is not subscript. Okay. You said keys dot I. Cannot be done. Dictionary is orderless. So yeah, okay. There's no order. That is why we are not able to get that. Okay.
Yeah.
So dictionary is orderless. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's orderless, man. Means it is not like an array. Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
we cannot hear.
Yeah. Okay. So let's move on. After dictionaries, we can go to strings. I think strings did we cover? Yeah, we covered, right? Yeah, we covered this one, right? 6. I think we covered this, yeah. So let us go to date and time. I don't need functions. We will go. OK. So what is a function? I mean, see, come on, guys. One more thing I'm telling. Python is very simple. Don't think that don't think I'm skipping. The programming language is very simple. OK, so it's very simple to learn. So don't take it otherwise. So functions point of view. OK, so what do you think is a function? Is this a function? OK, that's it. So function is nothing but a set of commands that you can do anything. OK, so it's like set of command x comma y. OK, so now what I'm doing, I'm just printing x and y, and then I'm returning the. So I am actually adding a number, and the return I'm adding in the number and printing the outcome of it. OK, so what I will do now, I will just simply print add two numbers and put 10 and 12 or 12. See, now one thing in Python, I think you might have seen it. We won't use brackets. We just use double quotes, like semicolon, and then we put a tab. We put like a 6 characters tab, and then that will go into the function. So we don't use a brackets here, but we'll put this, and whatever is coming underneath that in a tab, that will go, and this is out of the function. If you put like this, then it will go inside the function. If you put like this, it's outside the function. So as long as we are writing anything in a tab, it is fine. So it is in the function. OK, but coming out of function, you need to come back 1 spaces. OK, so like that, any function should be written with using this symbol, and any inputs we want to put, we can put like this, and we can use that inputs. OK, example, if you want to print like u, it is not available because you say, sorry, u is not there because it's not declared. We can just use x and y for now. OK, see, that's it. Sriram, and the total is 22. OK, so function is a set of commands kept in a name, and we use to use a thing called def. Def is nothing but a definition. OK, so you put a def, and then inside that you can do anything. So return is not mandatory. OK, you can still like do like this. So you don't need to return anything. OK. And because you're not returning anything, what is the default return value we are getting here? What is the value it is returning to us? Because we are calling it, what we are getting out of that?
Are we getting result of like?
Because we're returning nothing, what are we getting? What is that printed? Can you see the outcome and understand?
None. Add two number. We are getting nothing basically.
What is this?
None.
Are we getting a none? So we are getting a none, right? N-O-N-E. So if nothing is written, by default it will return none, N-O-N-E.
Okay.
Okay, so function by default will return a none if you are not returning anything.
Okay.
So means return is the last line of function should be return. Return is a keyword. If you can put a last line. So what I did here, return and said x plus y. So that value is getting returned. Okay, and if you print this, then instead of none, you will get 22. If you are not doing this, it still works, but this is returning none. So it is a function which is returning nothing. If you put this, then it will become a method where we are getting some outcome, and outcome is printed here. If you don't want to print also, you can do like z is equal to add two numbers 10 and 15 41. Also for an example. So z is a number. So if you want to print z, you can print it. So print z will come as a 51. Okay. So you return any value, or and that you can print directly, or you can assign to a value and you can print it. Okay, so yeah, you got a lot of information about functions here.
Yeah.
So yeah, so just in that other side, so we can see that you can call a function by you can following type of arguments. You can required arguments, keyword, default arguments, variable lengths. So one more thing I want to tell you is, yeah, so you can give a value, but example, sometimes you don't want to give a value. Example, you don't want to give a value. Then what happens? Okay, is equal to 0 for an example. I can give that the values are 1 and 0. But calling this function, if I don't do anything and I print z, see what is z printed? Even though you don't give anything, this is one of the very good feature of Python. See here, I'm not giving anything. If I'm not giving anything, then what it is happening? It's taking the default values and it is then calculating them. If you don't give this, then it will take. See, it is saying that it is mandatory, but sometimes you are not sure what the input value and you want to give a default value. Then see, it works. You can give the default. It is like a default value you can provide, and then that will become an optional parameter. You can give 1, or if you give 1, then it will go to x. You can 9, it will go to y. If you don't giving anything, then the x will take as a default. So you will get 9 as an outcome. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you can put some default values. So yeah, this is what this guy is talking about. Default arguments we just discussed. So you can put name or anything as a default value, and then we can give. Okay. So you don't need to go in very complex things. Anonymous function. Okay. So there's one thing called lambda function. One thing I will tell you. Okay. Which is a little bit different. I'll tell you. So what is a lambda function is? Lambda function is nothing but you want to, example, you adding a two numbers is actually very simple. Just adding a two numbers. So what we can do is, lambda is something where you don't need to create any kind of, it is like the same function I can achieve in one line. Okay, so what I will do, instead of putting def, I can put sum equal to lambda. Lambda is a keyword I need to use. Then here I will say x comma y, then x plus y. Okay, that's it. So if you give like this, then what happened is we're not giving a name of the function, so it's like anonymous function where there's no name required. You can just get the sum, and now I will do is we don't need to even write a function. Just put a sum. Sum is a word, okay, or sum is a variable. Okay, or if you want to say S also, I can do it. Okay, so clear purpose. Okay. Now what will be the outcome of the S? S is now a function. So now what happened is S is a function. So what I will do is I'll just put 10 comma 1 and I'll put 10 comma 11. So now S is a function, but I'm not using any definition or nothing. Just on the fly, I'm creating a function. Then if I'm running it, so I'm getting the result. So S is a lambda function. Lambda means which don't have any definition. Okay, and it's a kind of a function, and we can save that function to a variable. Here we need to save to a method, but here we are saving to a variable. And that variable can be used to call the method. Okay, so that way a lambda function is something which we can create on the fly without using a def keyword, where we put a lambda as a function keyword and then we put the inputs that we want. Example, even we can put the input x, then x plus 10 can put it. Okay, 90 for an example. Okay, that's it. So now we'll get a message because only one argument. See here that S is a function which will take one argument. Okay, so that's it. Okay, it's very easy, guys. I mean, you don't need to make it complex. And the return value, I think we discussed already. It will return the any specific value. Okay, and then global value. Yeah, okay. So if we want to use something like a global value, example, you want to say that something you always want to use that as your variable. So example, I say that percentage. So percentage, we always know that it is 100. Okay, percentage. So we can create a variable. We don't need to put any access specifier or any data type here because in Python. So what I will do, I will always go and say that x plus y plus percentage, comma percentage, comma percentage. I can use it inside the function. I don't need to send it through an argument because it's already declared here. I can use it anywhere. Okay, see that now I'm getting the percentage. Okay, so like that, you can see that I can use the percentage or any kind of global variable. Okay. Okay. It's very easy, guys. Okay, so that way we can use global variable and we can use functions. Okay.
Yeah.
So just this thing, I just go through this. I mean, it's very, very easy. Just need to have a def keyword in your text. Def is for defining a function. Lambda is for creating a pseudo, like, pseudo function. So there's something called module. Okay. There's something called module. Okay, so module point of view, see here, you can if you want to bring something from module is nothing but if you want to bring something from a different file. Example, you have two files. Example, this is all good, but I want to have a new file. Instead of that, I put a new Python file called maths. Okay, math functions. Okay, something like this. Okay, so I created it. Now what I will do, I'll create a function called add underscore numbers. I put x comma y. Then I will return x plus y. Okay, makes sense. So now I want to create something like subtract numbers. Okay, now if I want to, it's all good, I defined, but if I want to use that here, example, instead of all this nonsense, I want to directly use the is there, but that is in a different file. It's in library. So how do we get the library back? Means I can't straight away call add numbers. So it won't come here because we don't know what's add numbers. Right. So we don't know what is add number. But here we know what is add number. So we have to import. So what we will do, there's a command called import add number from math functions. Okay, so if we directly use the name of the file, okay, 1 second, give me 1 second. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. So import submodule. So import source file as module executing import in some other. Okay, I'm just trying to see. Oh yeah. My God. The other way around. From math functions, import. Sorry. From math functions, import add number. Now it will come. Okay, I did the other way around. Okay. So now see here, math function is the file name. We are saying from math function, bring the add number. Now add number will work because I am importing a function from one file to other file. Okay, so we can now, and if you want to bring subtraction, you can put comma, sub number, and you can call it. So it will available. Now we are not using subtraction. Want to use subtraction, print sub because it's already there in the import. 19 by 10. Okay. So now this is the way you need to give the file name from where it is and the file name, and then you need to give the method that you want to bring. Okay, or you can bring everything. So this is one way, or you can directly do this. Now you have to use math function dot add number, math function dot this one. Okay, so there's a two ways to do it. One is you import the method and directly use it, or you import the whole file, then that file become your kind of reference, and then you can do an add and subtract number. Okay, like this is the way where you can modulize, where we can bring some one value to other place. Okay, so there are two ways to do it. One is either using import, or other one is from that file name import. So there are two ways to do it. Okay, finally, the one of the biggest, greatest strengths of your greatest strengths of your Python is files. Okay, so file input. Okay, file input. So what you can do is you can read you need to there is something called method called open. Okay, and then you have to create a data type called file. Okay, so what this will do is you can see that you can actually read a file. Okay, and with the specific type of mode. So what you want, why is it for reading purpose or writing purpose, or if you want to write it or read it, only read, or you want to convert it into binary. So there is some modes you can read it here. So what these modes will do is, while you opening, you have to provide the mode so that it will open in that mode. Okay, once you open, okay, so foo.text. Then what you can do is you can directly read that file. Okay, so you can see that once the FO is file object, then we can directly print what it is there, and also we can read the values. So example here, if you see that we can read. Okay, so this is name of the file, but if you want to read the contents of it. Okay, if you want to read the contents, so you can write onto that and you can read also. Okay, so we can read. Okay, so read and write. So if you read it, just trying to see where is the example of read. Okay, so read method. So read means reads a string from open. It imports. Note that Python strings can have binary data. Okay, so count. So here the passing parameter is the number of bytes to be read. Okay, so open. The method starts reading from beginning of the file. Count is missing. It tries to read as much as possible, maybe until end of the file. So you can read the whole file, or can just give a count how many lines you want to read. Okay, shall we give it a try, guys? Shall we give it a try? Okay, txt file. Shall we read a txt file?
Yeah.
I'll put something like names and name, age, location, and gender. Okay, then I'll put like Vaibhav, age is 12. I mean, I'm just random thing. Okay. Okay, that's it. I'm just creating a file. Now what I will do is I will just, because here I will read that file. Okay, so simple, very simple, guys. F file object, we're just creating anything. Okay, any variable is equal to, okay, what we are doing here, file.open. So before that file, we need to make sure that, okay, we just use the command called open. Open is nothing but a file which can actually read the file. So open is a command. So we're opening a file. And how we are opening? We're opening sample data.txt. See, it's already coming. Now here we need to say that we are doing a read mode where we are reading it. Then what I will do? I will print. See how simple it is. FO. Okay, and I'm not giving any count. See, within 2 lines we can read a file. Now what happens? What are you expecting, guys? What are we expecting right now?
The file object will be printed.
So will it print the content of it or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not yet. We just kept FO. We have kept read, right? We need to keep read. Okay. So we need to keep a read method.
Right.
Yeah. So if we just do it now, see here, our whole thing is coming up. Okay, I'm just trying to keep this thing. Okay, see here, simply, super simply, we are getting the value. So within 2 lines. Okay, so it's very as simple as that. So within 2 lines, we just open a file and read the file. Okay, and if you want to write something, okay, Also, you can do it. So let us f4 dot write. So I will write some other values. Okay, where what I will do, I will say that Asima maybe 28 Manchester. Okay, and okay. Now if we read the value, what should happen? It should print the. Okay, so why we are getting the problem now? Can anybody tell?
Because we are not writing.
Yeah, because the permissions here is only read write. W. Okay, give a go. Okay, read unsupported, not readable. IO unsupported operation. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, we can't. Oh, I think we need to put read and write then. Okay, let's see. Read, write, append. Okay, so I think yeah, that is the reason why we need to go back and check these things. Okay, so read, write. What is the thing to read, write? Yeah, R plus, not RW. Okay. Okay, what happened to my data? See. Okay, see what happened is now it had written that. So it had written, it had override the value. Okay, that is the thing. So we had overridden the value of Asima Vaibhav and it done with a thing. Okay, so we need to make sure that close it. So we need to properly close it. So after we reading it, we close it. After writing it, we close it and then read it again. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, we need to open it. Okay. Okay, we don't need this. Yeah. Okay. See, Vaibhav 12 is coming. So. Okay, maybe I'll close it here. Sorry. Okay, let's see what happens. Yeah, see now we can see that Vaibhav and Asima are there, but it's side by side. Okay, but we need to give a space, right? So we'll put something like a /n. Maybe that will work. No. /n. Yeah, it makes sense. See how it is coming like this properly in the next line. Okay, because the file already have this, so let's take this Asima 2 times out. Now let us write that. Okay, now let us run this program. Okay, now see it make sense. Okay, and then if we run it again, then I can see Asima here. /n is not working. Sorry guys. Okay, now see Asima is adding up. Can you see this, guys? Can you see this, guys?
How many times is it?
Every time I run, it is writing. Add one more. Now you can see that.
Yeah.
See how nicely it is reading and writing. You know, because Python is a kind of very close to C++. Means it is very close to your computer's hardware. So it is like assembly language. Okay, otherwise Java will take a lot of problem, a lot of things to read and write. But now it is very simple.
Yeah.
Okay, so that way is very good, guys. Okay, it's very nice. I think your point of view, you don't need to do much on. You don't need to go in depth basically. just need to understand what is the basic. Okay, because both your automation point of view and Vaibhav, your point of view, we don't need to actually do much on other than what I'm teaching. Okay, so we don't need to do much. The only thing is, yeah, finally I will tell you one more thing: exception handling. Okay, yeah, exception handling is something which will teach you. Do you know anything about exception handling, guys? You know, right now, if you remember, if we just now we got an exception, right? Okay, are you getting an exception? Yeah. So anything which is not happening good is called exception. So it will basically it will say that okay, sorry, something wrong. So the exception is nothing but if anything is not right, then it will throw an exception. Means it will stop the whole program and it will start complaining. Is it complaining? Yeah, it's complaining because in this line, which is nothing but writing, we are having a problem. Okay. So now this is okay. We're expecting now, but when you're writing big programs, sometimes you may have actually handle it properly instead of throwing an exception and executing it. We just need to kind of stop throwing an error rather than do something else. Okay, so in this case, for an example, see, I will put a condition called try. Then obviously we need to put everything in the try block. So I kept in the try block where I'm saying that I may get a problem. Okay, so then I need to write here. See, if you see the command, I need to write a command. Okay, so what command? I will write a command called except. Okay, and command. So in this command, what I will do, I will say that I'm expecting an exception. Okay, and then here what I will do, I will then the same program, I will write it putting a read write permissions. Means I'm kind of escaping it. Now I am writing the same command with read write. So now what happens? Now my thing will work. Why it is working? Even the exception is raised, even though this is failing. Okay, so I'll print. You can even print the exception. So we'll print E as an exception. Okay. So I can print it. So it is saying that see, not writable. So I'm getting an exception that I am not writable. Okay, I'm getting an exception. However, because I handle the exception, it will instead of throwing a red color message on my face, it is actually going and executing the some other command. Here we are actually making it read writable and running it. Okay, so like that we can actually do this. But now one more thing here, we don't need to do that for we just need to make sure that only those commands which are important, those are which you think that it will fail, those only you need to put it. Remaining things you can put in else condition. Okay, what is else condition means? Whatever happened, this is if there is no exception, then we want to continue. So because we got some doubt that it may have a problem, but if there's nothing happened, then you need to go here. Okay, so the else block is a good place for write code that not needs the try block protection. So you can write a normal code because this code doesn't need any try catch exception. So it is not a prone. Okay, see here. Okay, so is else printing? No, it's not printing. Okay, because exception is there, it went into this direction. If there's no exception, then see the else will print. Okay. Sorry. Okay. And print of read and it is closed. Okay, so this else is a condition where we want to execute a set of code if after that, after if any exception. So if there's no exception, then it will go to else condition. Okay, guys, so that way, just read it. It is whenever you have a problem, you can write in try catch exception. It's very self-explanatory. So you can try with try catch exception. It's very simple, guys. You don't need to. I mean, we never use much of try catch, but I'm just showing you. Okay, so we need to put everything in a try and except block. Okay. Okay, guys, can you? I think can you practice? Can you write all these things in homework? I think starting from dictionary functions, modules, file operations, and exceptions. Can you write one sample of program of each of them and send it to me?
Yeah.
Okay, you can use any of this samples in this. Okay, you can do by yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think, Vaibhav?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, after that, I'm telling guys you yeah, there's one core topic which I will cover next week. It's called classes. Okay, and after that, to be honest, there's nothing else rather than going into our own thing. Okay, so maybe I think for Vaibhav we will go to Django framework.
Yeah.
And Asima we will go to Selenium with Python. Okay.
Okay.
It's very simple for you. I think you can easily write. Okay. Selenium Python. Okay. Next week we can do this. Please practice for this week. Is one of the easiest languages, honestly. So, say example, writing a Selenium code is like this for you, Asima. Okay, like this. So just open a driver, open a python.org.
The last command, we will launch the menu editor.
Oops.
Okay, that's it. So you can just
Yeah.
very simple. 5 to 6 lines. You can write the whole automation test. See. Okay, and then as Vaibhav, your point of view also, this is your thing. So you will create a sample application.
Yeah.
Okay, Django, and then yes, very simple. Just one will create sample. Okay, will take something. Okay, real world example. Some very simple, very simple languages. Okay, how to create real world. Okay, so I'll not try to make it complicated. So something like front end React with Django. Yeah, Django example application. Okay, so this is just 5 to 6 lines of code. Yeah, this we can kind of host it somewhere. Okay, real world application. Oh no, okay. Here's the URL of the application. No, I'm not going to this complicated. Sorry, I'm just trying to make it simple one. Okay. Django app. Simple. Okay. So yeah, I will look into that. It will be a very simple thing. Yeah, see, source package, front-end HTML boilerplate, uh, source package. Yeah, you can get it, no problem. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. I will get the front-end application for you, simple one.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then Selenium is also very simple. So you will get something like this, a small front-end application. So then you can keep on developing, and maybe something bookstore, something like this. See here.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what it will be very easy for you to develop it. This one. So example, this one.
Yeah.
This application we can host it for yourself, and you can start writing the code for that.
Okay.
Okay, see here, and then for that, Django Oscar. This is a source code. Okay, so it's not at all big thing. So code source forms, and what you want to do. Example, login form. You want to do something. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, not very much. So views, sorry. It's not this views, apps, core forms, manage models, static Oscar template. Okay, models maybe. See this lot of space. Login. Can you see login here? Oh, for order, yeah, order. Okay, so you got this. So you can just modify this. So the code will be like this. Simple. Label is equal to this verbose. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, so use something, and you know the code is as I said, it's very simple. So you will not have much of if conditions. So you know if conditions, and it is very simple. You don't have very complex. So just put whatever you want here. It works. Okay, I'll explain you next week. Maybe a simple one. I will take it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
Asuma, any questions?
No, not for now. Thank you.
Okay, what is the homework?
We have to write the sample program from directories and files.
Yeah, okay, I'll send it in one file. You haven't done last week work, Asima.
Yeah, I just managed to install the PyCharm and everything.
Oh, you installed.
Yeah,